Hey guys, Dr. Waite here. We are starting off the semester with sport and exercise psychology, KIN 395. This is just a little intro video to kind of discuss the syllabus and go over some of the content on Moodle that you'll be working with throughout this semester. So I'm assuming by now you've read my announcements that have been sent out regarding the syllabus and getting started on the course for week one. So by now I'm sure you've been on Moodle and you've looked at some of the course content. If not, you need to start doing that. Start looking through the resources that I have available for you. One thing to note on Moodle is that each week you will have modules that will open up. So right now you have access to week one, and then week two will open up on Monday this coming week, and then so forth from there on out. Okay, there will be 16 modules total for all 16 weeks, with one of those weeks being midterm break that I will not assign any content for that week. So starting on Moodle, if you'll just follow along with this video, you can see at the very top there's an announcements and news forum. That is where I will post anything new, any updates from week to week. So be checking that periodically. That should be linked to your student email as well. So you should be getting an email when any announcements go out. If you have any questions, you can post them in the forum. But I recommend, if you have a specific question for me about content, that you just email me directly so I can get back to you right away. I do check my email every day, all day long. So if you just email me at steven.waite@fresno.edu, that's where you can contact me, okay? So on Moodle, there's a welcome page. It says, welcome to KIN 395, start here. Basically, there's a little checklist for you to go through, okay? The first thing is to view the welcome message. So here it is. This second thing is to start on the content. So starting with the syllabus, review the syllabus, make note of the weekly module structure, make note of due dates of assignments. Those are listed in the syllabus as well, and each week links for assignments will become available to you. And then start exploring module one, look at the reading tasks, the assignments, quiz, exam content, and then begin reading the first chapter of the book, okay? The chapters for reading are in the syllabus, so you can find those and follow along from week to week. Now below that is the welcome video, which you're watching, and then the syllabus is below that, and then the syllabus contract. Now go ahead and open up the syllabus and follow along with me. I'm going to open mine up. Okay, at the top of the syllabus you'll see my contact information. I do have an office on campus. Right now I'm not there just because of COVID restrictions, but in most situations I will be in my office. I have a number that you can call there. I check it when I'm there, but most often the best way to get a hold of me is just to simply email me. We can set up a Zoom meeting or meet at my office at a designated time. Now, there's a whole course description. I'm not going to go over all of that. I'll leave that up to you to review. Basically talking about the different areas of motivation and psychology in sport and exercise that we'll be covering over the duration of this course. The required text is the Foundations of Sport and Exercise Psychology, 6th edition by Weinberg and Gold. Please be sure to get a copy of that. If you get an older edition, that's fine. Just know the page numbers might not match up, but the content itself should be relatively close, at least in chapter format. Yeah, so the instruction methodology or mode of delivery, obviously this is all going to be online. I'm going to provide you with online lectures and mostly discussion boards. And basically anything that you need, I'm going to provide through Moodle, okay? So everything's going to be done through Moodle. We do not meet in person at all or live on Zoom or anything like that. This is all self-paced, week-by-week content. Exams, there's going to be 4 exams worth 70 points. Quizzes, 13 of them at 10 points. Assignments, activities, there's 8. They're each worth 15 points. You can kind of read the description of each of these. Discussion boards, you're going to have 6 discussion boards, each worth 10 points. Be sure that you fully participate and engage in those discussion boards to get credit. There's directions for submitting assignments. You can read through that. Make sure that you are submitting them on time to the links provided on Moodle. Late work, makeup work. Typically, I do not like late work. I don't think any professors do, but I will allow you up to 2 days late, and each day I'm taking off 25%. So it's a little heftier than what I do for my in-person classes because you know what the due dates are and you have the whole week to work on it. So you need to be diligent in getting each content done in each module, okay? So there's a breakdown of points. You can see for each exam what each one's worth, 70 points for all 4 of them up through the final. Quizzes, breakdown of points for that. Basically, total points for the course, 750 points. A lot of opportunities to earn points by doing each of the assignments in each module, okay? There's a breakdown of hours estimated for this course, so you can take a look at that. Please note that when you're uploading assignments, that you cannot upload them from an email, okay? In other words, you can't give me a Google Doc drive. It needs to be an actual hard copy document. So it's either a Microsoft Word document, which is what I prefer. If you don't have Word, convert it to a PDF and submit it that way, or a JPEG file that I can, so basically I need to be able to open it. I do have Apple, but I do not like using Apple software products. So don't submit anything using Pages or Numbers or anything like that. Just for the consistency of this course, Moodle does not work well with Apple products. So when I'm grading, I want to be able to access them through Moodle, which means you need to have either a Word document or like a PDF, okay? If you are using Apple products, it's very simple to convert those. When you save it, you just convert to PDF and save as a PDF and then submit the PDF, okay? There is a course schedule, so please make note of everything that is on this schedule. So on page 7 of the syllabus, you will see I've updated the schedule to show you the exact dates that each week hits. So this first week, the first 7 days is listed in the left column. It tells you the topic. So week 1 topic is just course orientation, intro to sport psychology and motivation. And your first assignment is going to be the sport motivation scale, which is due the 15th, so the end of this week. So on Sunday, the 15th, you need to have that completed, and then you need to take the quiz by the 15th as well. Reading, you should be getting into chapters 1 and 3, and there will be lecture material on those, okay? So keep an eye on the schedule. Links will open according to the schedule that is posted. So if you go back to Moodle, you will see the PowerPoint on chapter 1, PowerPoint on chapter 2. Those are for you to review and learn from the content. Those are just kind of, an overview of the reading material. So don't just rely on the PowerPoints. You should actually be going through the textbook to prepare for the quiz, okay? Now, the quiz, if you click on that, it will allow you to take it up until Friday. It'll open on Friday, so you can't take it yet, and you have to wait until Friday at midnight. It opens up, and you have all day Friday to complete the quiz, okay? The quiz will close at 11:59 at midnight, okay? If you do not take the quiz by then, quiz is gone. You have to take it on Friday. So please make note of that. Most assignments are going to be due on Sundays, so you have up through the weekend to get assignments done, but quizzes and exams will take place on Fridays in most cases. Again, refer to the schedule. I'm going to be following that schedule throughout the entire semester. If anything does change on that schedule, I will let you know and let you know ahead of time. I'll give you fair warning on it. Now, last thing to cover for week 1, you should read the intro. There's a lot of information on there. So if you click on the sport motivation scale, it says, I'm sorry, I misspoke. It is actually due on Friday, not Sunday. So Friday by 11:59, your first assignment, the sport motivation scale, is due. Now, if you click on that assignment, you will see that there are a bunch of questions for you to evaluate yourself based off of a scale. What I would like you to do is highlight or circle the for each question on a scale of 1 to 7 where you fall according to that sport motivation. So, for example, the first one says, for pleasure, I feel in living exciting experiences. Okay, so is it a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, or 7? In other words, does correspond well with you, sort of does in the middle, or is exactly how you feel. Now, you'll notice on the second page, it gives instructions for scoring. You will add up your score for each category. So for EM, external regulation, add up the score for question 6, 10, 16, and 22. You're going to do that for all of those. The sum of each one will then be used. You'll record it there. So you'll put down your score for each one and for each category, and then you're going to plot those on the scale. Now you can do that using a writing tool, right? You can just estimate it and write it on Word, or you could create a new Word document and create a graph and plot it that way. You can even plot it on Excel and copy and paste it over. There's many ways you can do this. All I want to do is see a visual so that you can get a better understanding of what your results are. Then at the end of it, you need to give a summary about your results. Just a 1-paragraph, simple summary about how the results relate to you. Okay? Pretty simple to do. It's a fun activity. I always enjoy evaluating my own motivation. I think it's kind of an interesting task, and we learn a little bit about ourselves when we do it. So that's about it for week 1. Make sure that you are getting into the content right away. Get your textbook, start reading, go over the PowerPoints, and I will see you in the next recording. All right? Great start to the semester. Glad to have you on board. Bye for now.